Hey, good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today's Thursday. I'm doing our morning reading, and I had a little faux pas here. I went to pause it to grab a clarifying deck, and I turned it off. So that's the klutz that I am. But with that said, what we have here, I'm using the Runic Tarot as the main reading. Four of Pentacles in current situation, Magician in present influence, Emperor future influence, Five of Swords, what we don't see, Five of Pentacles and what to watch for, the Empress and the unexpected, Ten of Cups challenge, Page of Cups in the strength. Where this leads is Ten of Swords, and then I asked for one more card, Two of Swords. Hangman is our advice, and the bottom of the deck is the Justice card. So, I mean, overall, the basis probably is, I feel like this is a decision of some sort because it ends with the Two of Swords, and we have the Hangman in the advice, which tells us to think about things differently. And then Justice, I feel like, is what is the right thing for me to do here? Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm overall getting that kind of energy. It's more like, it's not like the right thing is going to happen. It's you're deciding what the right thing is. I get the feeling that's the overall energy. I'm going to clarify some of these cards with the Echoes of Atlantis tarot deck. Oh, look at that fan, just blew that right over. There's some hard cards here, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm just gonna I'm actually pulling one card for each, just to not hard in the sense that I feel like this Ten of Swords is not a negative thing, but it's not necessarily an easy thing either, if that makes sense. Okay, so I love the way that, okay. I'm gonna just pull one card on each. It's just very interesting. As I look at these, it's really funny, these two cards here, the Magician and the Emperor in the present and future positions. There is just some really strong personalities here. My Emperor's got a strong personality regardless, but when you look at these two, there's something very interesting happening here. And I feel like, so let me go ahead and clarify as I move forward. So the Four of Pentacles, I'll clarify, is Ace of Wands. So there's something like a new energy that's begun, but I feel like it comes from you holding on to something that's been very important, and the Four of Pentacles. And also it's that place where you're starting something not from scratch. So it's not like this brand new, so if it's work, it wouldn't be a brand new job. It could, however, be a project that's reunited or reignited, or something you've wanted to do, but it's an energy of that you've held on to. I want to do this. I want this. This is what I want. This is what I'm waiting for. And the ace is a reminder that it feels also new, but new in an old way, or just revamped. And especially with the Hangman being an advice, it's like, okay, well, this is what's happening. This is the energy I'm holding on to, and this is the energy that, I'm kind of, but this is what's happening. So it's like, it's taking a different turn almost. The Magician is in the present influence, and I do feel like, I feel like this is a person, and I don't feel like it's necessarily someone being devious, although it could be, and it actually could be. Now that I think about it, it really could be because of the other energies around it. And I'm reminded that I feel like someone might be not being 100%, not that they're not being 100% honest, but they're definitely out for themselves. Clarify this Magician. Yeah, the Temperance. Okay, so to me, the Temperance can be it can be a tough card in some cases where, however, I feel like there is something happening here where you feel like, or that the person is kind of stealing your thunder, so to speak, but it's more about like almost stealing your calmness. So whatever's happening, it's causing you to kind of ramp up a little bit in the fight back mode. So I think like the Emperor and the Empress are super important information here, because I feel like this is kind of you go ramping up and going, okay, I don't know if I can hang in there. I'm going to say something, and maybe that's not so good. It's like that kind of energy where someone's getting at you and you're cool right now, but they're trying your patience. So this could be any life area, but they're definitely trying your patience here. And then let's take a look at the Emperor in the future. So I'll tell you what I think about this kind of. Okay, Three of Cups. I feel like the Emperor, well, the Emperor is all about the control, right? Like leader. I mean, he's a total 100% leader. Like that's what the Emperor's all about. But he's also very much in control. And I'm reminded here with the Three of Cups that I think this is about taking control of a group. So there's some kind of group that maybe you belong to or in, or a team you're part of, that this is happening. And I feel like this Three of Cups is gossip. I'm not really thrilled with these cards right now. I feel like there's someone that's not in a good place for you. Like they're not, this is about, like they're not being completely honest, and I feel like they're saying maybe some untruths. However, I do feel like the Emperor's energy that you're going to take in. Keep in mind, I feel like this energy could be rough. And when I say rough, I said that, there is really taking charge in a really kind of abrupt way, very not super kind, not necessarily mean either, but super strong, like, taking charge and just being like not forgiving, that kind of thing, like this, no, like, nah, ain't happening. And you're really holding your ground here, especially when I see that Four of Pentacles in there as well. Now the Empress, I'm going to go right to this one right now. The Empress is in the unexpected. And I feel like what happens here is that the energy starts with this really kind of abrupt Emperor control, but then softens up. You soften up unexpectedly. And I think you soften up because it's who you are. You just, no, I've got to, instead of fight this, I got to be the better person and stay in control and stay as a leader, but softer, taking on a little softer persona. And that happens, I don't think you expect it to happen at all. The Five of Swords is in the what you don't see. To me, this is all about this energy of how much energy do I give this situation. Clarify, please. The Hierophant, we're getting all kinds of like big cards. So this does have like how much, I feel like the Hierophant's about your belief system. It's whatever it is for you. And this Five of Swords is what you don't see. And I think that it's messing with you a little bit because it's teetering your belief system, not teetering it in as far as, questioning your belief system, but going, I need to be in control here and I need to take back control. But then there is this, but I got to be nice and I got to be kind and I got to do this the right way. And then, but I need to stand up for myself, but I got to, so there's that kind of energy that's pulling at what you really want to do versus what you're going to do. That's why the Five of Swords is like the fight, right? How how much do I fight, or just do I let it go? And I think the belief system is going, no, I don't let things go. But maybe you should. But no, I don't let things go. But maybe you should. Like, this is you talking to yourself going, what do I do here? Because there's always that energy of, is this really the right thing? You know, it's a tough one. And Five of Pentacles is what to watch for. So here's what I think, and I'll pull a clarifier too. I feel like this card is very much saying, chill, and look for the energy of help. Like, yeah, see, Page of Cups is over here in your strength, and this is clarified by the Page of Cups. So I think this is somebody that you need to rely on or ask for help from or something, because this Five of Pentacles is all about asking for help. And we've talked about it yesterday. Got the guy that's sitting there, he's wounded, and his friend is back here, left him his coat, and is going to get for help. So I feel like watch for the help coming in, because you've spoken. So to me, it's almost like a reminder. You've said what you've needed to say. Now let someone help you with that situation, you know? Or if it's not somebody, you're looking for answers maybe externally. You may be talking to somebody that gives you a good idea, or researching something that gives you a good idea. Like, it's help in whatever, whether it's you're helping yourself or someone's helping you. It could be either or. But this energy overall, I feel like there's this big fight and there's this big push-pull going on, and it's hard, soft, this is what I believe, and this is the way I need to act. You know, there's these energies going back and forth, and I think, you know, and then we have the Justice saying, yeah, things will balance out, things will be done the right way, but there's still a lot of energy here that's making you just frustrated. The Ten of Cups is in your challenge, and I feel like this, okay, so if I go back to that Three of Cups, that's the Emperor here, clarified with the Three of Cups, I'm thinking this challenge is, again, if this is a group of people, if this is work, if this is a team, if this is even a project, something where it's a group of people, it could be family, friends, work. I don't feel like it's love. I don't. I feel like it's, so I think it's more external, not in your, it could be family, but like family that doesn't live with you, that kind of thing. But I don't feel like it's love at all. But I feel like the challenge is feeling like you belong. Like there's a part of you that doesn't feel like you belong, and you need to, because it's the Ten of Cups. If it was something else, I might not say that, but I think that this is bigger than you, right? So, and I feel like because this is the challenge, it's, you need to see if you can find that, you know, that in between space. I really do. I feel like, you know, that's, I'm going to clarify the Page of Cups, but I feel like, yeah, it's just a challenge of feeling like you belong in that, in this work family or extended family or extended friends or whatever's happening here, because there's someone that's really got your goat a little bit, and they're not playing nice. Now, I don't know that it's they're not playing nice on purpose. They may just not know. Page of Cups, please, in the Strength. Eight of Wands. Something's coming in here. There's going to be some kind of news. There's changes happening here, for sure. So Page of Cups is in your Strength, which to me is someone helping you. But that Eight of Wands tells me that there's going to be some kind of message comes in. This is a big deal. Like, there is something here that's going to really help you push forward, push through this. The Ten of Swords. What's ending here? Clarify. The star, I don't feel like the star is ending because I don't ever believe that. Yeah, I don't feel like, I feel like this energy, there is an ending happening here. Definitely. And the Nine of Wands and the star, though, remind me that you know, you may have had enough. To be honest with you, you may have just had enough. There's something here that says, I know this is not what I want. It's messing with me. Like, it's messing with your hopes and your dreams and your, the Nine of Wands is, I'm done with the struggle. Why should I have to freaking struggle? Wow, I'm getting teary eyed a little bit too, guys. So there's this is going to be a big decision. Um, because after that is the Two of Swords, which is a decision that needs to be made. So I do feel like there's some kind of crazy energy happening here. Can you tell me more about this Two of Swords? Two of Cups. Okay. You know, when I see two twos, I'm thinking, you know, that's balance, it's decisions, it's things, but I feel like it's a decision on how to handle this relationship. So again, I'm going back to that feeling of someone throwing you under the bus, or not necessarily throwing you under the bus on purpose, but for some reason they're not. It's almost like if this is a group at work, someone's taken the glory that should be yours, or they're fighting you for some reason. You know, that's what it feels like. Um, Here's the thing. I have the Hangman in advice. And I feel like, you know, that of course the Hangman's all about looking at things differently, and that's what the universe is saying. I mean, I think that's probably the biggest thing coming out of this reading is it really happening, and why? Like, for instance, keep an open mind, because if this person is not feeling their 100% confidence, is that one of the reasons? You know, I mean, like, don't this is saying don't shut the door yet, but I get the feeling that there's something here that's making you want to stop this, like end what's happening. But I don't think you would like to end what's happening as far as how this person's making you feel. But I think more importantly, what you want is just, I just need to do something different. Like, I feel like it's exhaustion. And the decision, the Two of Swords with the Two of Cups, is there's still someone in this situation that also you feel tied to some degree or another. And when I say tied to, not addicted, but like, you know, I have a responsibility. I have, this person's important to me. So there's someone over here that's relying on you, or something. And that's what's making a hard time making this decision. If it were just up to you, you'd say, screw it. Like, I'm done. But you're feeling obligated to some degree or another. Now, if it's work, you could just be feeling obligated because your boss says this is what you have to do. But let's say it's more than that. Like, you know, you feel like you don't want to let someone down. So I think that's why the Hangman's here is just to look at this completely in a different angle, different light. Don't necessarily take this as maybe it just doesn't matter, and you know, maybe it's saying don't let your ego get to you or whatever. But with the Justice at the bottom of the deck, I still feel like the right thing is going to play out. I'm going to pull one more card for you. This has been a tough reading, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I would say this Seven of Pentacles, yeah, you know, got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. You know, that to me is all about, so interesting energy. I mean, I think that the Swords and the Pentacles, the court cards in these are more alike, because they're different, but they're pretty focused people. Regardless, the Sword is more focused on intellect, where the Pentacle is more about, you know, family and being grounded and that kind of energy. But they're both very focused and very persistent and very, what's important to them is important to them. The Sword may be a little bit more direct in their approach, where the Pentacle is probably a little bit more, I don't want to even say kind, but more like an Empress, more empathetic a little bit. But I feel like whatever's happening here, I feel like this is saying nurture these sides of you, the intellectual side and the, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is also to me about being, you know, I overall get the feeling that cards are saying, you know, be a grown up. Well, I mean, I know it's being point blank. I'm being a Queen of Swords here right now. But I feel like it's almost saying like that, not necessarily in a negative way, but you know what? It sounds to me like I'm feeling like maybe this, you're worried about something that doesn't need to be worried about, or does it really matter that much? And if it does, why? Those are decisions you'll have to make. But I feel like that it's important to know that you need to take a look at it in a very mature way and make the decision accordingly that way. Not if it's just your ego. You know, egos are important. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, I have a huge ego. You know, I do. And it gets in the way, absolutely, because you know it's important to me what, you know, how I'm perceived at work. You know, it's important that I'm respected and, you know, trusted and all of those things. But at the same time, if I've already proved that, then why would I worry about someone messing with that? But I would absolutely. So it's kind of like that, where you have that more mature part of you. And if someone else, especially this other energy that's acting like this magician and just trying to make people believe something, maybe they're not as mature or not handling it in a mature way. So, wow, long reading. But I think this does definitely going to spark with somebody, because it was kind of specific. And when I start getting emotions, whether they're anger or sadness, and I'm getting kind of all of them, I'm getting excited, I'm getting angry, I feel like that definitely means someone needs to hear this, because I can feel it. So, well, there you have it. I hope you liked it. Hit the like button, give me a comment, all of those wonderful things. I appreciate them. And thank you. Take care. Have a beautiful day.